Hello! Welcome to another method tutorial. So, I made a method based on BRoux in 4x4 because I felt like there weren't that many that were really good. This isn't amazing, but I feel that it's pretty good. So, um, there's basically two specialized. This is the third one that I could find. Um, so this method I have nicknamed BRoux or Big Roux. So BRoux is a roux method for 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7. Um, and the reason why I thought to make this is because I felt like roux solving isn't super big in 4x4. Um, and I feel like there needs to be more association with 4x4 and roux. So when it comes to this method, the first step is similar to Yao, if you know what Yao is. Um, if you don't, then I'll explain it. Yao, you solve your bottom and top centers. For BRoux, you solve your left and right centers. In my case, this would be red and orange because I only know red on the left and orange on the right when doing roux solving. I'm not very good with the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and solve those. So we have our red and our orange. The next step is to solve the left side bottom edge, which is the red-white for me. And then you solve the back left pair. And this can be done with a variety of wide moves and inner layer turns. And then when you're done, you should have this 1x2x2 block. And then this center should be solved. The next step is to solve the next centers, which should be pretty intuitive and really fast. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to start solving similar to Yao edges. This is pretty much a variation of Yao, but for roux. But like the main use of it is that it's basically rotationless other than the start. So it makes it a really good method to mix with roux because roux is pretty based around being rotationless. And like the other methods I feel like don't really go off of that until 3x3 stage. Now the one problem you may have is OLL parity, and the algorithm I'm about to show you actually deals with that. It's an inner layer that uses an M move, and it fixes the problem of needing to rotate. So it looks like this. And it fixes rotations, and then you can continue your solving pretty much like normal. Again, I'm not really the best to base this method off of, mostly because I'm not very good with roux. But I do know that this method, even with me being bad at roux, was enough to get me a 50-ish average, pretty close to 50s. And like I was able to get a sub 50 single, so I haven't done this in official competition because my Yao solving is much better and I'm much more confident with CFOP. But if you're a roux solver and you were looking for a really good 4x4 method that isn't the other two and you wanted mostly rotationless, you can do BRoux. Another perk of BRoux is if you do it correctly, you can actually do it fully rotationless. It is a little finicky though, because it does require some pretty specific moves to do. So I don't suggest doing BRoux rotationless fully. I do suggest doing rotations just for the first two centers. But other than that, that's BRoux. and I'm going to finish it off with an example solve. So I'm going to switch to my other camera to do this solve. I didn't mean to say example solve. I realized that as I was setting up. I meant to say like example time rather, not example solve. So it's just the solve that you watch. And like, I'm not very good with BRoux, so please don't judge my BRoux solving if you're a BRoux solver. I strongly apologize for my very bad solving of BRoux. But I've been practicing a little bit, trying to become somewhat more confident with other methods. But like, obviously, I've known CFOP for so long that it's nearly impossible to become as good with other methods. And there's a 50, like I was saying. 53. So yeah, that's BRoux. And I hope you enjoyed watching. I feel like this is a very good method, but it's not going to be good for everyone. So, if you're a BRoux solver and you've tried this method, please tell me how you like it. Or if you just like collecting methods like I do, hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.